Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Liv Strong podcast. If you're new here, hi, my name's Olivia. I own a small gym. I forgot the lines, whatever the lines is. I own a place that people train in Bennett's Green, and this podcast is all about living your best, healthiest, most amazing life, but infused with a bit of chaos from my own. Big slay. Now, guys, I'm starting off the episode here. If you enjoy the podcast, I need to know. I need you to be liking the podcast. I need you to be following the podcast. I need you to be engaging in our posts. Because honestly, I'm on the verge of stopping doing it. I know, controversial. And I've done so many episodes. I think this is 68 because last time was 67. And I didn't even make any 6-7 jokes in the last one, which I was honestly disappointed about. But I need the support. I need the support, guys, or I'm going to give up, I think. I know. And I know that some of you guys do love it out there. The small amount of people who do love the podcast, I feel like I know who you are. But if you're listening to this episode, or I don't know if anyone even wants to listen to me sit here and talk, because I'm just raving on with shit half the time, aren't I? Like right now. But moral of the story, please engage in the podcast, whatever platform you listen to it on, podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. You see it on Instagram, TikTok. Please like, share, send it to your friends. Because, yeah, I guess if I don't start to see some feedback, we might be on the verge of podcast death. So, yeah. Anyway, on brighter news, let's get into my high and the low of this past week. Starting off with my high, and guys, I've just absolutely slayed training this week. It's been such a fabulous week in the gym. I've got to train in all group sessions, which honestly, I don't know the last time that I did all of my workouts in group sessions. I've had a client away who her 2 sessions literally perfectly lined up that I could get into a group class. So that was 2 of them. I always do Friday and and I always do Monday Arvo. So that's how I sort of managed it this week, and I absolutely loved it. Big slays. So yeah, got to train with everyone and I've been feeling good, touch wood, in my body, like no crazy niggles happening right now, but yeah, feeling good. The rep range in the gym is 4 to 6. So we are on the very final weeks of this challenge, and guys are pushing huge numbers for the 4 reps, but we've given everyone the option to also work at just a 6 rep range like we've done the previous 2 weeks. Because working at 4 reps is a privilege, being able to lift and move enough load at just a 4 rep range, like 4x4 we're doing, you need to have already put in the pre-work to get there. So, and look, honestly, I haven't, because I had a few weeks off, and at the beginning of the training block, I was doing like more high-rock sessions. So, yeah, I haven't really earned my stripes. So I'm staying at 6 reps. I'm feeling good about that. I'm still moving weight. It's still not many reps, which is great. So yeah, I'm just feeling great in my training. And isn't it just awesome when you've got your groove? Like the groove is there, you're enjoying it, and the body's cooperating, because sometimes all those stars don't align. But this week, they have. Now, my low for the last week actually happened today. And I actually think I've had a pretty good week this week. I couldn't think of anything too crazy. Except, guys, I went to the dentist this morning, which I never go to the dentist. Well, like, who really likes the dentist? I try and go 6 monthly. I feel like this was like 8 months, so haven't gone in a little while. And, you get all these text messages like, you get 2 a year or whatever the fuck it is. And aren't we Bupa? We pay like top dollar for our private health. All my money goes monthly to Bupa. Plus, I'm an Australian citizen with Medicare, all that shit. And somehow I was still out of pocket $80 today. Now, before everyone gives me advice, I need to call Bupa still. I'm going to call them probably on Monday. It's Friday afternoon now, so unless they work tomorrow, that's not my day job. But I need to call them and I need to know why. Because the dentist girl she looked sad for me when I had to pay. She's like, oh, Bupa's only covered, I don't know, so much. I think they covered $130. So why was it $200 to sit in the chair for 10 minutes and then to clean my teeth? Ugh. Anyway, it was an unexpected $80 I had to pay this morning. So, guys, has anyone else had this experience with having to pay for their dental clean and checkup shit that you meant to do? Because it's making me not want to go back. I'm like, I'm just never going to go to the dentist again at this point because I feel like I wasted $80. The dentist even said my teeth are great. She's like, yeah, they're good. She's like, I'll just give them a bit of a clean. Okay. $80 for a tooth clean. What the actual fuck? Oh, anyway. $80 I'll never get back. And this is also a controversial opinion. So I have a wire on the back of my bottom teeth from having braces as a kid. And I've never had any issues with my wire, touch wood, big slays. But like plaque, no, it's plaque, isn't it? Whatever it is, gets built up in your wire. Like you can get the little like flossing Christmas tree things that like go in your wire to clean it out. Oh, I've bought them, but like I don't really use them. I maybe use them once a year, I'm not going to lie. But so, the Clark or plaque, it's plaque, isn't it? Gets caught back there. And like it's pretty normal. Even my dentist today, the lady, she's like, oh yeah, that's not too much back there. You're looking pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I clean my teeth, brother. And I always buy new toothbrushes because that icks me out. But what was I saying? Oh, that's what I was saying. They remove all the plaque and Clark, right? Plaque. It's plaque. Okay, I need to stop thinking about it. Plaque. They move the plaque. And it then makes your wire feel weird. When the Clark is there, it's smooth. So I actually don't even enjoy the clean they give me because now for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to have like this roughness on my tongue of the wire in my tooth, like little rivets back there. Fill it back up with the plaque and let's live like that. Like, I'm over it. Anyway, it's obviously got me fired up. Whew. Okay, let's get into today's actual topic, and that is everything we wish new members knew about Liv Strong, because we love new members at Liv Strong. We love new gym goers, and I guess that's what this is sort of based at, joining Liv Strong, because we are a gym for everybody. We're a gym for everybody, and I mean everybody. We honestly have such a mixed bag of clientele at the gym, from younger people like 16 years old all the way to people about to hit their 70s. Like, we have got the whole range at our gym. We have males, we have females. Even though a lot of our clientele is female, we have a really good chunk of male clientele now, guys. And that's something I've always wanted, is that mixed bag. And I think because it was just me for so long, I originally attracted myself, and we've just slowly but surely been able to branch out from that, which I'm really proud of and want to continue to do, because fitness isn't limited to like one certain type of person, and the strength and conditioning training that we do at Liv Strong is honestly suitable for all. Like, we strip our training back to the basics, in the sense that you are going to learn the foundations of lifting. You're going to learn how to build a strong, powerful frame. Plus, you're also going to learn how to be fit and healthy. Like, we're not doing any crazy cuckoo stuff. Not that I shouldn't say that. We're just trying to get our clients to be functional, strong, fit, fast, be the whole bloody package, right? So we are a gym for everyone. So because of that, we definitely do attract a lot of new people to the gym life, which I absolutely love. And helping people fall in love with training was really the reason why I started as a coach and started as a PT. Like, from the very beginning, the first person I dragged into the gym was my mother, Tracy, and she had never been in a gym in her life. She grew up like sporty, long distance running netball player, and she was like, I would say, one of those people that was pretty naturally gifted as a kid in sport. So she didn't do any other exercise. She just turned up to netball and did a run, and Bob's your uncle, And she did a little bit of like boot campy stuff when I was a young kid, but like a very, 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 very little bit, but had never really I don't think she'd ever stood in a gym before the day that I forced her to come in with me to be my little trial PT rabbit. And watching her over the past, 9 years or so, love training has been one of my biggest joys. And we've seen that. That's obviously a big example in so many years and a different sort of situation because it's also my mum as well. But we've seen that with so many people that gym is now just part of their life, and training and nourishing their body is becoming more and more and more natural for them. So this is why I wanted to make this episode, to hopefully help more people feel comfortable with starting their gym journey as well, because it can be scary as hell. And that is the first point, guys, is that everybody is nervous on their first gym session. So even if you're coming to Live Strong with a friend, or you're coming alone, or you've trained before, or you've never trained in your whole life, everybody is nervous. Even when I go to a commercial gym, like I might be joining a new commercial gym, or we might be on holidays training somewhere, I'm still nervous. And guys, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know what all the machine is by just looking at it. I know what exercises to do. Like, I know what I'm doing. And I'm still nervous. Doing new things is scary, guys, and that is okay. But I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but you've just got to do that first thing. Like, you've just got to push through for the very first day, and you'll calm down. And I always try to tell people that, because we send like messages out to people before their first session, and they might reply and be like, oh, I'm just excited but feeling super nervous. And I'm like, all you've got to do is get out of your car. If you get out of your car, we will help with the rest. We'll make you feel included. We'll make you feel safe. We'll make you feel like you know what you're doing. Even if you have no fucking idea what you're doing, we will help you make sure you know what you're doing that day. Every day, we want to make sure you know what you're doing. So you just got to get out of your car, and you've just got to get into the gym, because every single person is nervous in some capacity. And obviously I understand that some people are more nervous than others. And if you are a little bit of a nervous Nelly, or you do get anxiety around those group settings, don't forget we also do personal training, guys. And that might be a really great starting point. Maybe you do 8 weeks of PT and then you transition into the groups. That is always an option. And I've seen that being a really successful pathway for so many of our clients, because they're able to build the foundations of their training with their PT one-on-one, correct form, ask questions, have that care and personal approach, which honestly is invaluable. I think PT is so underrated. But then from there, be able to transition into the groups, and you see their confidence they already have by coming into that group setting. So even though in the groups, we will always make you feel comfortable. We always make sure you know what you're doing. But in saying that, we are also delivering our attention to many other clients. So it's obviously never going to be as one-on-one as a PT, which is literally one-on-one. And my next point is, you do not need to be fit or strong before you join, because so many people will come in and they're like, oh, I'm really weak. My arms are really, really weak. Or, oh, I'm so unfit. I'm so unfit. I won't be able to do that. And again, so understandable, so common. And it's always our first thought is to just protect ourselves by like verbalizing, be like, can't do that. Just letting you know I'm really weak. Just letting you know I won't be able to do that. And honestly, I hear it all the time, but that is my job. My job, guys, is to help you be able to do those things, and to be able to help you be able to do the workout at your ability. There is always things we can change, always. And another thing with our gym being for everybody, we work with so many injuries. Not to mention, my husband is a physio who also works within the gym. He runs his private practice, iron therapy, physiotherapy in the gym. It's literally his clinic room is in the gym. So the amount of clients that see Nay and then train in the gym with their injury with guidance from him is so many. Like, we are always changing stuff. And especially in group training, guys, like, there literally is no one size fits all. Like, some people feel great doing exercises that other people feel shit doing them. And sometimes there's also no reasoning behind it. You're just like, oh, this feels like shit. Okay, well, let's do fucking something else, brother. Like, it's so fine. We can still smash your legs. We can still smash your upper. Sometimes we can't. Sometimes we've got people coming in a bloody mood boot. We're like, okay, well, we're obviously not doing legs today. We're going to do upper. And we can always change it. Like, that's our job. So you don't need to be fit enough. You don't need to be strong enough. You don't need to know what you're doing. You literally just need to turn up. I guess all these points are sort of relating to each other at this point, aren't they? But you literally just need to get out of that car, come in, and let us do the rest. Let us do the rest. My next point is that progress is slow at first. I think that a lot of people think that it can come quite easily. And yeah, the beginner gains are a thing that you might notice that one week you can do one weight and the next week you can do the next weight. But that only happens for a few weeks and then you feel like you're a bit stuck. And it's because progress takes time. It takes consistency. It takes load over a long period of time so we can get stronger and we can get fitter. It doesn't just happen overnight and you need to be consistent like I just said. So starting is one thing, but keep on going is the next thing. So you can't expect to be like, oh yeah, I've come to the gym and now I'm so fit, bro, and I don't have to go anymore. That literally never happens. So progress takes time. The next thing is, I wrote down, but it's sort of, I've already said, is that we can modify any exercise. So communicating with your coach on class is really important. If you're coming in for a free trial, or you've just joined, or you just haven't met that coach before, make sure that you are communicating with them any injuries or things that might not feel good, or just also communicate, this is only my second session, blah, blah, blah. On the back end at Liv Strong, we work really hard with coach communication. So we do fortnightly meetings as a team to discuss new clients, any injuries that people have at the moment, anything that we all need to know so that we can all be across the board as best coaches as we possibly can be. It's hard when we are seeing so many different faces, and sometimes like one coach may not see someone for like a month because they've just never been in their classes. So we try and stay across the board as much as we can, but obviously things can sometimes slip through the cracks. So communication is really important, and then that's what we can then help modify your exercises with through that communication with your coaches. The next thing is that being involved in the community is going to help you wonders. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be like extrovert and talking to everyone and like being super involved. That doesn't mean that, but coming into the gym and I guess being open to the idea of talking to other people, and our community is very, like I said, we're for everyone. So you are going to come across so many people of so many different walks of life, ages, genders, abilities. So, and we put everyone in the gym in like little teams essentially. So let's say we're doing a back squat. I probably paired you up maybe with two other people and you're sharing the bar. So rather than being like, oh, who am I going to go with today? We sort you out. We're like, oh, you guys can go on that bar, blah, blah, blah. So I guess being open to the idea of whoever you're working with that day, talking to them, because being able to share these experiences with people is only going to help motivate you as well. Sometimes doing it alone can be hard, but the benefit of training in a gym like Liv Strong is that you have others going through this experience with you. So as much as you want to, I encourage you to share, your journey, not share your whole bloody life story, but, people are always open to chat, whether you're like, yeah, I've just started, when did you start? Things like that can help sort of build your connection in the gym with others and vice versa. It's only going to make your time at Liv Strong more enjoyable as well. On the flip side as well, you can also come to the gym and just mind your own business. And I think we're good at that as well. Like sometimes you just want to like be like, yeah, hey Liv, having a good day? Yep. I can tell you don't want to chat to me that day that much, and we just sort of leave it at that, and that's so fine as well. I'm going to flip that on a 180 and say that when you're new, I think, and I guess after you've done your first few sessions, trying to step outside of your comfort zone and not coming with your comfort blanket friend can be really beneficial. I see so many people join the gym with a friend, or maybe their friend already is at the gym and they've brought them along. Love that. Training your friends also super fun. I also love that. But I think sometimes we can get too comfortable relying on someone else to be our motivation and never experiencing what I just said before about involving yourself in the community it can then make it really hard if you've done that for like 6 months, that you just turn up with the same person. You probably only talk to each other. Again, so fine. Sometimes you want to come to the gym and just like chit chat with your bestie. That's so good. But also having the experience of doing it for yourself, talking to others, is going to help you long term as well. And like also socializing and that aspect of training is also such a positive part of training as well. So don't forget that. But yeah, I think, and I've seen it so many times, that people become so reliant on someone else to get them there, that when maybe that person is sick or they go on holidays or whatnot, their training plan changes, then the other person just evidently falls off as well. So yeah, it's a hard one because you want to be with your friends and that's good, but also going on your own, super beneficial. And I'm always super proud of our guys who do that as well. The next thing I want you guys to know is that we always follow a plan with our training. We're never doing random workouts. So when you come to Live Strong, we will tell you how our gym runs, how our week runs. Like there's always a plan, where our workouts sit. Monday, Tuesday, they alternate. Wednesday's always cardio. Thursday, Friday always alternate, and Saturday's always bootcamp cardio. So we've always got that vibe. We've always got focus movements that repeat for a certain amount of weeks, and there's always a purpose of our training block. So we're not just doing random ass workouts. We are giving you proper training for you to progress and get results over that, 4 to 8 week period, whatever the training block is. So that's why our training can be suitable for so many different people, because you apply yourself to that training block as you will. Those who are maybe more advanced gym goers, we have the opportunity to push as much as we want and really get as optimal results as we want through those training phases. Our gym beginners, you have the opportunity to really nail technique on these focus movements because we do repeat them for, 4, 6, 8 weeks, whatever it is. And you may also fall in the middle there. Maybe you only have a part-time membership, so you sort of get a bit of everything over that training phase, but you're still getting that repetitive formation of movements over those weeks, whatever that plan is. So you're never doing random workouts. We are always training with a purpose at Live Strong, even in a group training sense. And the last little point that I want to say is that showing up to the gym is so important. Like, it's such a flex for yourself to be able to show up for yourself. So taking it back to point 1, getting out of the car and coming to your very first session is the first positive move that you are making to be the best version of yourself. That is your first step. And once you've shown up once, we just have to continue showing up. Whether you're doing it with a mate or you're doing it on your own or you're doing it with a PT, whatever it is, showing up, being consistent is only going to give you the very, very best results that you can possibly get. But at Live Strong, we honestly pride ourselves in being inclusive to everybody. We want to help people of all walks of life become their strongest and fittest, most confident self we possibly can. And from the very beginning, starting as a coach in 2018, I've always had the motivation to help people from everywhere, all ages, all genders, all abilities, from starting to athletes, wherever you're at. We honestly are a gym for everybody. And I honestly cannot say that enough. Honestly, how many times can I say honestly? And myself, as well as all the other coaches that we have at Live Strong, we show up every single day to help every single client at the best of the ability that we can. And that standard will never change. As a business owner and I guess as a mentor to my other coaches, I'm always trying to raise that standard and continue to push us to help people from all walks of life fall in love with training. So if you've honestly been thinking about starting your gym journey or changing your training or just not knowing where to start, please reach out. we want to help you. Training is amazing, and training is going to help you live the longest, strongest, most capable life possible. It's not just about being fitspo, looking lean, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not about all the aesthetic bullshit that we always hear and talk about. It's about being bloody healthy, guys. Being healthy, living as long as you can, being strong, capable, being able to do the hard shit, and being amazing as a human. Like, it's only going to give you all of these positive responses besides the aesthetics that we always come back to. Like, the brain wants to go there. It's in our face all the time. It is so much more than that. And I'm trying to educate people more and more and more about that. But if you've been wanting to start your journey, change your journey, you don't know what the hell you need to be doing, please reach out, because we want to help you. And hopefully this episode has maybe calmed a few nerves and know that everyone starts in the same position. Honestly, everyone. And don't forget about what I said at the beginning. I need to know if I should keep posting because I'm not sure. Imagine if this is the last episode. We'll see. Bye for now.